Radio Disney, Ashley Tisdale taking over right now. So phone calls from the fans. Of course, you got the new CD coming out. The song "It's All Right, It's Okay." And actually, Alyssa has a question for you. She's on line 10. Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Alyssa.
What is your favorite song on your new CD?
Ooh, I have a lot of favorite songs on the new album, but one of them is "It's All Right, It's Okay." That's why it's the single.
So when you go through and choose these songs that you want to play on the radio, how do you do that? How do you choose that? All right, I want this one to be it.
I think you just follow your gut feeling. I feel when I recorded that song, I knew from the start that was going to be my single. And you never know, but for me, I fought for it the entire time. I was just like, this is it. This is what I want to, really come out. And there's a lot of breakup songs on the album, and so it was just something that it's very personal to me, and I really wanted to share it with everybody.
From personal experiences?
Yes, from personal experiences.
Now, how do you go in to write a song about personal experiences? Because, you have all these sort of emotions coming out of you. Is it sort of hard to kind of figure out what you're going to write about? Or
I don't write about that situation right away. I'm someone who, when I get inspired by something or experience something, I do write a poem. I'll sit there and just have a journal or my cell phone and just write about it. And then what happens is a couple weeks later, I'll take that and then bring it into the song and bring it into the lyrics. But I'm not someone who can be like, man, this just happened, I'm going to write a song about it.
I'll write a song about it now.
Yeah, no, I'm not that way. I have to write in a different way and then bring it into the lyrics and into, the situation. Just you have to have a clear head when you're writing a song.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Do you have to sort of think about and not just write out of anger or spite or something like that?
Yeah, I have to have the outside point of view.
Those always make the best songs, though, those breakup songs.
Yeah.
Don't
they are. They're great songs.
All right, Ashley Tisdale taking over Radio Disney right now. More phone calls from your fans, Ashley. They're coming up on Radio Disney. Radio Disney, Ernie D, Ashley Tisdale taking over right now. So if you want to call her, talk to her. We'll be taking phone calls here in a couple of minutes. So doing High School Musical 3 and the album and a couple of other movies that you have coming out, is it hard to sort of juggle everything all at one time?
It is, but I always focus on one thing at a time, When I was doing High School Musical, like I said, I started on my album, but I really had started, talking about the direction of what I wanted my album to be, the music, and so then, but I really focused on High School Musical, and I really focused on They Came From Upstairs when I was filming. And then I, as soon as I was done with that and done with promoting, I was full on into the album. I do tend to like to go day by day. If I know my schedule ahead of time, I honestly would probably freak out. But yeah, I just like to take it day by day and focus on one thing at a time. But I like to multitask for sure.
Yeah, because I would think that'd be kind of hard to focus on one thing at a time. Seeing as how you're so excited about High School Musical 3, and I'm so excited about my new album and the new other movie that I'm working on.
Yeah, well, you have to be 100% in what you're doing, at the time, especially in movies and with your album. You have to be, really passionate about it. I think that shows on screen. It shows through music. People can tell, especially kids can tell, so they know it's real. Awesome.
Ashley Tisdale taking over Radio Disney now. More phone calls in the next 15 minutes. Ashley Tisdale taking over Radio Disney now. All right, Radio Disney's the station. Ernie D here. Ashley Tisdale taking over phone calls from the fans. Hello.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
I have a question.
What's your question?
What is your favorite color?
Oh, my favorite color would have to be turquoise.
Oh, cool. It's pretty.
You probably thought I was going to say pink.
Yeah.
I was going to say fuchsia.
Really?
Although I have no idea what fuchsia is. It just sounds like a pretty color.
Sure.
Why turquoise?
I don't know. I've just always been a big fan of blues and turquoise. I'm a big fan of the beach, so it reminds me of the sea.
Do you have a bracelet? Look at you
bracelet.
and your turquoise bracelet.
I know.
Awesome. All right, Ashley Tisdale taking over Radio Disney right now. So when I talked to you, you said you were going out to eat Italian food. Is that your favorite food ever?
I do love Italian. Yes, I do.
Ever?
I do love sushi though as well. Yeah.
If you were pinned down and you had to choose one, which one would be your favorite?
Probably go with the Italian because the carbs. I love bread.
It's so good, right?
It is.
Radio Disney, Ashley Tisdale taking over me. I'm Ernie, and Alyssa's calling in right now. Alyssa, say hi to Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What was your favorite High School Musical? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, wow. That's
You should
a
have
good
seen her eyes just a
question.
minute ago. She's like,
Oh, no. I'd have to say High School Musical 3. It was so much fun. And it was like we were graduating again. Or I was graduating again. So it had a lot of emotion, and it was just really hard to say goodbye to, such an amazing cast. But I did have a lot of fun with High School Musical 3.
you still keep up with everybody though, right?
Of course, yeah. I was just over at Vanessa's house like 2 weeks ago.
And you guys are like best friends anyway.
As I spill my water on me.
Yeah.
Well, lately it's been hanging at her house
Uh-huh.
and just like kind of laying low. But I played her my music video, and she was excited to see it.
Now, okay, so who did you play? Who was the first person that you did your new song for?
My new song for
It's all right, it's okay.
probably
Do you remember?
I don't remember. It's so
Mom,
long
Dad?
ago. Of course, my parents. Of course. Yeah. I would get the email, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, listen, I just got it. So it was definitely, I think, my parents.
And what did they say about it? What do they think?
They were really excited. They liked it.
They have to be like proud of you.
I think,
Aren't-
yeah, I hope so.
aren't they?
They are. They're great parents. They're very proud.
Like, have they ever pulled you aside and say, sweetie, I just want to tell you that you're amazing. I can't believe. Did they ever tell you
They
stuff
don't
like
do that on an everyday basis or anything, but they just say, like, they show that they're, really proud of me, and they're so sweet, and they're really loving and supportive, which is really great.